Did learning how to fly FPV drones change my life? Well, ever since I started flying, I cannot put the controller down. So many positives to the hobby, everything it has taught me and is continuing to teach me. The first time I flew in real life, which by the way are these first couple of clips, believe it or not, after 40 hours of practice in the simulator, this was the results. I was shaking, kind of confused on the feeling, but then I realized I was shaking with joy and excitement. That I've only experienced a few times in life. Pure adrenaline after all my hard work and practice. When I went airborne, I basically went straight up into the sky, all the way out of the way of the trees, and then all of a sudden I just could not believe what I was seeing. I felt like I was there, flying in the sky, seeing a view I had never seen before. I can barely put it into words, but all I could say after I landed and my hands were shaking was everyone needs to fly. Since then, I basically have flown every single day, either in my front yard or actually going out and about or trying to even gorilla whoop. I started in a PC simulator and then went full send with the setup. At this point, I've been flying for about 3 months, have over like 500 battery pack sessions recorded. Going off some rough numbers, I would say over 40 hours of real life flying, and then I had 40 hours in the simulator. So at this point, I feel I have a pretty good baseline of what I'm doing. Originally, I wanted to upload the videos individually, but I think I have way too much footage and might just make a few big videos and upload them, and then I'll try to start keeping up with more frequent uploads in smaller formats. So this video will be a bunch of good sessions, good clips just compiled. Maybe I'll do a highlight showing anything crazy, and then maybe a crash compilation video because there's a lot of crashes. Giving you a full rundown, if you haven't seen the unboxing video, I'm flying a Beta FPV Air 75 V1 using the Beta FPV VR03 headset, using a Radio Master Pocket controller. I ended up upgrading a few things, so somewhere along the way in the videos I start to swap parts. I started with Lava 1 380 mAh batteries, but I killed those very quickly from accidentally overcharging. I misunderstood. And then I upgraded to Lava 2s, the 680 mAhs. I sacrificed the weight for flight time, and I liked it a lot. I'm using the V2 frame. The antenna was by far the biggest upgrade out of anything so far. The range increased dramatically over the stock antenna. I swapped from bi-props, 2-props to 3-blade props, which I felt gave a little bit more of a bite, a little more control. I 3D printed a flexible TPU canopy, which gave me a little bit more angle. Especially starting out, I wanted to have a more lower, a less aggressive angle. I replaced a full set of motors, stock motors, before then upgrading to We Bleed FPV Vegan Skyscrapers 25k kV. Shout out Vegan FPV. At this point I've gone through 4 drones in total. 2 were like I would consider user errors, and then 2 were like drone malfunctions. Proudly, I've lost no drones yet. So like out in the wild, I have not lost one in a tree, or so I'm proud of that much at this point. Overall, nothing but positives from this experience. I even taught myself how to solder, which wasn't that hard to begin with, but that's basically everything I needed to recap. Starting into the FPV hobby, it really did change my life without sounding corny or anything like that. Like just the freedom, the possibilities, what it's taught me, just everything combined. The hobbies that I stumble upon continue to make my life more enjoyable, makes it a better place. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I plan on making more FPV content along with anything else that I enjoy. But Throughout the rest of the video, I might be popping in for a little bit of commentary for what you're seeing, just to add a little to it. But the most important thing to get out of my videos is to never stop evolving. That's the biggest thing. That's what I've taught myself. That's what I carry, a motto. And if anything, hopefully I can transfer that to you. Keep that mentality, never stop evolving, continue to push forward. So I'll see you in the next video. That was officially my first trippy spin ever. Pretty wild. Now, here in a few seconds, I'm actually going to get myself stuck in a tree. Luckily, it was not a very tall tree. I was able to shake it, get the drone down, but one of the few times I've gotten stuck, I clipped it, but it took me, a couple minutes to get it out of the tree. Not the easiest thing, but I got it. I got it back, though, so that was also the important part. So here in this clip, I'm at a local park and there is a jungle gym, and I realized I could actually slide down it, disarm, and then rearm. So that's exactly what I did. Worked out exactly how I thought. Then I was wanting to do somewhat of a corkscrew, like I wanted to travel up and down it. I kind of got it. And then with this clip, I was actually whooping inside of a local mall. Just getting a feel for it after hours. The mall had just started to close for the day. Everybody had gone home, so there wasn't a lot of people. Still getting my bearings, especially flying around people. No crazy maneuvers, not flying very far away, just trying to whoop inside for a moment. Double thread the needle, pretty cool there. And then we'll get a sunset shot, thread the needle. And then crash and also get stuck. Here at a local art gallery, I was whooping some of the outdoor art installations. Just fly up right in the nose there. There I am in the background, just for size perspective. Pretty big sculpture. little free advertisement real quick. Good burger spot. Not sponsored. Back at the art gallery. This was in the beginning stages of learning how to whoop. Just getting my bearings, but I plan to go back to this spot and really tear up a few of those power loops, a few of those dives. I'm really excited, actually. This was actually one of the bigger first dives I've done. What a crazy feeling here at a local quarry, local mall, strip mall. Just going to the top of those smokestacks and then just dropping down, diving, man. Really fun opportunity at a local pump track, following a few BMX riders. Getting that aerial shot is just very unique, something that I'm not accustomed to, and I'm getting used to it, having more fun as time has gone by. Here in this clip, you can see just how far the range from a stock antenna to the upgraded antenna is it's just mind-blowing. And this is coming from a tiny 75mm whoop, and I'm not flying on a smooth day. I mean, there was definitely wind, and to see it hold itself, I was blown away. The footage speaks for itself, but I think I already do have the We Bleed skyscrapers already in it, the vegan FPV editions, so getting up there in skyscraper territory. And here, getting an overhead shot of that pump track, something that you just usually don't get to see. Having that perspective change is a really cool opportunity. Now, here in this video, got stopped by a train. I had the opportunity to pull out the drone. And here, intrusive thoughts were creeping in. I did have the notion to land on the train. I chose not to. I I went against that. Then coming back to the train again, starting to realize, could I gap it? Could I go underneath it? I just did not want to lose my drone. Not that day. Maybe someday, but not that day. Here at a Austin art exhibit, Hope Gallery, getting to fly around some of that artwork. Amazing art from local artists. Another section of that outdoor art gallery where artists can come and graffiti, show off some of their art skills. But this is where I'm going to leave it off with you guys. I appreciate y'all watching. There's definitely going to be a lot more FPV content. I'm hooked, not going anywhere. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I mentioned, never stop evolving in anything you do, everything in life. Never stop evolving. I'll see you in the next one.